Many of these workers for 2 decades have been out here making sure that this industry is striving and that MGM makes profits. What has not happened to this day, yet MGM has not met all of our demands. So what the other industry has done, like Motor City and also Greektown, which is owned by Penn National, they agreed to pay their workers for the next 2 weeks. They agreed to extend their health care coverage for the next 2 weeks, and also for their part-timers, many of them making less than $10 an hour, they also agreed to pay their average tip or toke rate. MGM told us no on yesterday. They told us that they could not do that. They told us all they could do was pay the full-timers, and that the part-timers, many of them will have to use their pay time off, which is only 2 or 3 days, which is absurd. So we wanted MGM to step up to the plate and do what the other gaming company was doing. Dan Gilbert did it in Ohio. Penn National did it in Ohio, Hard Rock did it in Ohio, Motor City Casino did it here, Greektown did it here. Why can't MGM do it here? What's wrong with MGM? So late last night, MGM told us that they would meet those demands, but unfortunately they are not doing that in Ohio, where we have many workers that work for Unite Here Local 24 and also the Teamsters that are still being left behind. In addition to that, we have folks that are out on leave of absence, we have folks that has been suspended and terminated, where MGM has just prolonged the grievance process, and many of those workers have serious health conditions and they don't have a lifeline. In addition to that, they have still yet to meet our demands and making sure that they not renege on their promises. They told us just last week that if any worker choose to call off for any reason, whether they were ill or taking care of one of their children, because remember now, the schools are closed until May 5th, that they would not be disciplined. MGM has reneged on that deal and told us once Friday come that that deal is no longer in play. So what happened to the mothers and the fathers who are out there next week who can't stay at home with their kids and threaten that their jobs will be at jeopardy? So we're out here to tell MGM today that thank you, it's great that you met most of our demands, but all of our demands are not met, and we want you to put your money where your mouth is. Again, all of these workers here have made this the number one most profitable casino in the city of Detroit, and these workers demand respect and they demand dignity. I am told that Dan Gilbert put out $1.2 million to the general public for the hospitality workers who don't have insurance, many tip workers that live paycheck to paycheck by their tips. Why don't MGM match that? If they want to be a community partner, if they say that they're partners in the community, then they should do that for the workers. So again, we challenge MGM, we also challenge the other hospitality industries, we challenge Delaware North for the Little Caesar Arena workers. Do well by your workers. So that's why we're here. We're here to make sure that they hear all of our demands and not just a few.